Good morning and welcome back to Home Renovation Experts. Steve back here again with my Costa coffee because it's Sunday. That's the only way I roll on Sunday. Today will be insulation day. This will be a big day of just cutting lots of PIR and getting it into these walls basically. So I don't know which I'm going to start. I'm going to finish the roof first. There's a few bits and pieces that need to be done just to finish it off, and then yeah, straight onto the walls would be great. I can't wait. This is the last day of the big messy stuff, if you know what I mean. So getting this done will be bloody epic, and it shouldn't take too long, I don't think, because there's not lots and lots and lots. Hopefully once I've done it, I can then get some rockwood insulation into certain places as well. So I'll start drinking this, get myself set up and start cracking on. Right, so I've now finished the roof, which is nice. The other thing that I've done, you may see, oh, what's this? Oh, very nice. So the box that I had the other day in a video, and I was like, oh, there's something in there, I'll show you later, was, now I don't know how to pronounce it, Sodol, but basically a foam gun, right? Now this kit come with, I think it's like 5 or 6 actual foam tubes and the cleaner and the gun, and it should have been something like 60 odd quid, and I got it for like 30. It was like half price, bargain. But what you can see I do is I literally go around all the joints and just foam it in. This acts as a two-part thing because basically where there are gaps down the side where it doesn't quite fit absolutely spot on, you know, that's just cold air and that's just like space for like just crap. Not anymore. Now it gets completely filled in with this stuff. The other thing this stuff does is, even though it's nailed in, as the building flexes and stuff like that, obviously this stuff is really foamy, that'll just work loose. No, it won't go anywhere because it's pinned in with this stuff as well. So that is what it does. It helps to just really bond the insulation, get it up there and keep it in place, and also to fill all those little gaps and bits and pieces so it can expand up there, do what it likes. I don't care, I'm not going to be up there. Sparky might have interest because he'll probably run his cables there, but you know, it'll be fine. It all works out at the end. So yeah, so you can see I've done that now, so that'll all be, keep that pinned in place. So now it's time to start cracking on with the walls. But seriously, get yourself one of these, especially if you're doing your own gardening build. For the cost of it, even if you're paying like full price, you can get the gun itself for about £23, I think, from Tool Station and Screwfix, all those kind of things. It makes life so much bloody easier than trying to do it with like just the gun itself. So you know, just use the tubes, you'll save yourself a lot of time. Cut and fit PIR insulation to stick in your walls or your ceilings. Done. It's not going bad. There you go. One wall done. That wall done. But I've just had a genius idea. Like, I don't know why I've never thought of this before. And it goes to show you never know everything. You're constantly learning, evolving and doing stuff. So obviously these boards are 50mm, right? And what I kind of twigged was that, you know, I set the depth of the saw to be about 52mm. So just kind of next to one underneath if it doesn't take a big chunk out of it. And then I'm like, hold on a second, Steve. If you mark up, because they're all these bays are the same size, because if you watch my previous videos, you know I've set it out to be perfect. So they're 35, so obviously 35 to there, 35 to there, 35 to there, happy days. The top one is 86 to base, so this is all 86 to there, and across to there. The one at the bottom is 85, so that mark there denotes 85. But to save keep marking the bloody thing, I've put this one beautifully square on the one underneath it, at both ends. So I then set my depth of my second saw to maximum. So when I go through this and cut it, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards ready to go, but it'll pre-mark the board underneath it. So I won't have to measure up, it'll literally be pre-done. I will show you, I'll chop this one, I'll show you what I mean. See, there, see it? Line. So that is all now pre-ready to go. Genius, saves marking up, you basically mark one board and just rock and roll, as long as you spaced everything up perfectly. And obviously I've got the sort of random ones that are different sizes. if I just independently cut those, not a big issue. So I've now done all the big ones there, big ones across here, big ones here. So it's now time for this one. So I'm just deliberating. I could plasterboard this side of it, which isn't a bad shout, and then I could just fit these from the back, or I'll just fit them floating in the middle of it, like kind of like that, and then just sort of fit it in there. Now you might, I know you're thinking, well, you know, why don't you OSB the other side, put the boards in, and put the plasterboard on this side? You know, I could do, except for the electrician needs to put a socket here for the TV, a socket down there for a printer, and a socket on the back, which means if I close off both sides, he can't do that. Well, he can, but it's to make his life a lot harder. And I don't want to do that because I like my sparkies. So what I think I'll do is, yeah, but it means moving all that stuff off there and drag them on board through. 2 boards. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm going to have to move plasterboard. Okay, right, I'm going to plasterboard this wall then. Not all the way, because obviously I still need this bit to get in and out. Because obviously I need to bring all that plasterboard back through this way, because I'm going to like block this off and have to carry it all the way down the side and then hump it all the way up the lovely step that is there. That'll be a pain in the arse. So I'll get this bit plasterboarded, and then what I'll probably do is bring the rest of that plasterboard in here, lean it in here, so it's ready to rock and roll then. So right, change of tack, time for some plasterboarding. Voila! Bonjour, ça va, très bien. You didn't ask by the way, did you? Neither did I. So there you go, plasterboard on. I've not completely zipped it in, I just want to cut it in place, ready to rock and roll. But what I will say is, the good thing about doing like exact 400 stuff, I just put a level line across where I know the joists are, and you get a screw in every time. That's the other good reason about doing the vertical noggins all the way that way in line with one another, as opposed to like staggered, is you run one level line through, screw, done and dusted, as opposed to trying to figure out like the next one goes there, next one there, next one there. It's just this bit of ball ache. Now, the thing I did this side as well was that obviously there's a TV going on this wall, obviously on that side of it. So what I've done is I've stuck on some offcuts of 18mm OSB. This one's full length through because this is actually the centre part, so it gives me a flexibility, but the TV's going to be up here at some level, so I've just made sure I've got one bit over that side and one bit over that side depending on the bracket and the exact size of the TV. Just means I'll get the fixing, it's going to support it, it's going to be beautiful each and every time. So now that I've done that, like I say, I've screwed through here. What I've done was, you can see just some offcuts of like batten here, like I say, just to secure it. That goes through there, that goes through there, fired in. You can screw it if you want to. And you see these little nails coming through here? That's just why I sort of zapped it through this bit of plasterboard. That'll just make sure these don't slide down or manoeuvre anywhere. Now these nails picking out will mean nothing because the PIR insulation slides straight over and get pinned by it. Marvellous. Right, so I've got the PIR insulation over here, pre-cut that I did a minute ago, or pre-marked, as we learned. So I'm going to get that cut and get it in the other side. Jobs are good. Leave this open for a second. I might bring the plasterboard through. I might not. See how I go. It's Sunday, isn't it? So I'll just see what I get on with. Oh, well, there you go, really. I mean, done. All insulated. So in here, we've done that piece first, and then chucked in the 70mm in that direction, so that's all nice and done. Do everything. Anywhere there's a hole, do it. If there is a little hole somewhere else like that, stick some expanded foam in there. Job is a good one. You want to create the nice warm environment. You kind of just go over the top, just make sure everything is filled. You know it's done then. Obviously done all that now, which is a lovely jubbly. So I've just spent 5 minutes with my massive blower. Sounds wrong. There, just like blast. Now it's going to take a couple of blasts to kind of clear all the offcuts of PIR, but it's looking a lot neater and a lot cleaner in here now. That's the message job kind of done, which I'm very, very chuffed with. The one thing I did forget to do, which I kind of remembered earlier but I forgot, is I'm going to rip these boards back off. Luckily I didn't put all the screws in, which is great, because I actually got my vapour barrier behind there as well. So I'll get these boards down, that'll take 2 minutes. I'll get some vapour barrier up, and what I'll show you is I'll leave an overhang at both ends, ready to like make a join. So I'm going to go get it out, I'll get that done. Scratch that, what am I talking about? I'm not going to do that because actually, firstly, like I said, I put the nail gun through to hold the OSB. So what I actually do need to do is I could just put it on the back arse end of this wall. So I will do that instead, which saves removing this and pissing the fart around. But apart from that, my next plan will be to clean a site. I'm not actually here tomorrow. I'm photographing a wedding, because some of you know I do photography as well. So I'll be photographing somebody's wedding tomorrow, which will be fantastic. But when I get back on site on Tuesday, or bank holiday tomorrow as well, that means I can then get all this stuff behind here cleaned out, got a bit of more working space, all that kind of jazz. And that is basically it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you wouldn't mind jumping over to my TikTok page, pretty sure you can find it, because you just type in the business name and it will appear. Then give me a follow, because I'd really appreciate that, because you know, it's a good platform to be on. Apparently everyone tells me I need to be on TikTok, so I'm going on TikTok, but I need to garner some extra followers. So if you could do that, bloody marvellous. But like, if you're on here now and if you're not subscribed, do hit the bell icon and subscribe. That'd be really helpful. So apart from that, I'm off. Have a nice one. I'll see you Tuesday.